Go to the layer menu in Affinity Photo and create new layer. Then fill it with something. So edit and fill. This needs to be filled with something. So just going to go with black, secondary color there, click apply. Once you've done that, what you do, go to filters, colors and procedural texture. Now unfortunately this panel always resizes to a size that I don't want. I want it a bit bigger than that, so I'm just going to resize that. Also you've got presets, so you can just go down here. I'm going to go with waves, real nice preset, and you've got that initial preset there. However, this equation is not the way I want it. So I'm just going to add some additional custom inputs, and you see that there, A down there, it's a custom input, which you can vary up here. You've got A up there. Well, I'm going to add some more. So B, C, and I'm just going to add R again, D and E, and an F and G. And again, just resize that just a little bit so I can see it. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some values. I've already done this earlier, so I'm just going to put 10 and 4. They work nice. So 10 and 4, 10 and 4. And of course, you would maybe go with different values. Perfectly reasonable, of course. 10 and 4, but it's just something to start with. Now, what I can now do is I can go up here and I can select this equation and I can copy it. But I think it's probably just as easy just to put B beforehand. Otherwise, you have to do it all over. So B, and I'm going to go with C there. Just at the point with the RX. So there at that point. So it's C times RX, C, B times RY. Now you might decide, you know what, I want it a different direction. Don't know what happened there, it just suddenly disappeared. However, you can also just change the direction. So RX and put RY. So you can see it that way as well. Also, you can modify this value. Maybe make that as a parameter as well, perfectly reasonable. Just makes it far more intense. Maybe 580, something like that. But now once you're happy with that, what you can do, you can copy it. Copy, just Stanley, just go there, edit and copy. And then of course you can paste it back in. Just add those equations just by clicking here, the little plus. So plus there, and just add it that point. So just there, and there you can see them again, hopefully. Now you'll notice what's happened. It's actually put it to the alpha channel. I don't want that. But what you can do, you can deselect the G there, deselect the B, deselect the A there, and put that. So you've got R, G, and B all across. So it's back to what it was. But you can also now change these once you've actually changed up here. So I'm just going to put, there's a few steps. I know it's not instantaneous. It'd be nice if it was an instant change feature. But unfortunately, it doesn't have that feature. G there. So they're all changed now, all changed here. And again, now what you can do, you can see what happens. You get different color designs that way. And you don't have to go with 9. You can go with 9.3, 9. Etc. So you can create a variety of different colorful designs like that. Now I'm going to click apply. Obviously I could work on it more. But what you can also do is it's just a layer. So just go up here to the move tool. And with that, you can go to layer, new pattern layer from selection. And with that, you can just resize it. Now you'll see there's a bit of a break there. That's the trouble with this. So I would suggest mirror. Just go to the top left and you've got other options, nearest neighbor. It might create something better, something worse, whatever. So just try them out. And you can resize this, modify it, rotate it, etc. But what you can also do is you can apply various things. You can go to liquify. The results are not great, but you can always try them. Also, filters and distort, maybe deform. So go there, deform, just bring that up. And you've got that. I'm going to go with similarity, add some handles. And then you can modify that design and you can see what happens. Actually, you've got the design behind as well. So you can see that, you can remove that of course. But you can add these handles and just distort this design in all kinds of different ways. Just going to add another one down there and click apply. Let's just remove that other one. And you can see the design there. And of course, what you can also do is you can always repeat deform, which will be applied to the current layer. And you can see, you move that around and it's still a pattern layer. If you can actually see, oh, there's the pattern. So you can resize this design. And also what of course you can do is a pattern, you can duplicate that pattern. So just hold down the Alt or Option key, create another layer. Select that layer, and also just go to layer and merge selected. So it all becomes one layer. It does change slightly, unfortunately, when it does that. But again, you can still go here, repeat deform, which of course creates holes in the thing if you might not want that. But again, liquefy is another option here, so you can modify it in other ways to create even more unusual designs. Just simply distort that, use any of these tools. Please check out my videos on liquefy and turbulence, as well as twirl. Just add that, just hold there and just twirl the design to create even more distortions, and click apply. And again, still it can be resized, modified, distorted, sheared, etc. And also, of course, you can always use other ones. Just go to filters, distort, and maybe go for mirror. So you can create some very interesting mirror designs as well, like that. Just change the number of mirrors, and you can reposition the origin point and just move that over there. And I'm just going to go with maybe different inputs. You can just rotate that, which I think is quite nice, and click apply. And again, you've still got it as a pattern layer. If you can see the pattern, it's trouble. That's one trouble when you go to this. You actually get to the point where you just can't see where the pattern layer is sometimes. The actual handles makes it very hard. They don't glow or anything to make it stand out, which would be nice. But you can see the sort of design you can create. You can create a variety of different intense designs like this. And of course, another great one you can always use, which I always love doing, is layer and new live filter layer, and just go down to use this one, perspective maybe, or lens distortion. And you've got liquify in there as well, which is really handy. So perspective, go there and just change perspective, and you can then distort this design in different directions, maybe to create that sort of design as well. And of course, you can always go back and just remove it if you don't want that. So you can click there and delete that if you want. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.